I know. It's been a while. Welcome back to the channel, and I know what you guys are thinking. It's been a long time since I've posted. If you saw my last video, then you know that I had knee surgery, which is why I was on a bit of a hiatus, but I'm feeling better now, so I want to get right back into the grind of making some videos. I want to welcome all the new subscribers that have been slapping up that subscribe. Welcome to the team. Shout out to all the new goal getters that are out there. For today, I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Logic shortcuts that I use to speed up my workflow. So for today, we're going to be demonstrating on a project that I've been working on, and here's a quick little preview of that.
If you want to learn, you have to first listen.
Let's get right into it. So in no particular order, the first shortcut that I like using is the scissors tool. So if you press the letter T on your keyboard, you'll be able to open up your toolbox in Logic. So as you can see, you'll see this entire list of tools that are at your disposal. By clicking just the letter T the first time, it opens up this toolbox. Now, if you click T again, it will select the pointer tool. But if you memorize these letters here, you'll be able to quickly access all the tools that you would normally use. To access the scissors tool, it's the letter I. So for me to quickly access the scissors tool, I will click the letter T and then the letter I. So I'm going to click off of this. And then if I just click TI really quickly, you'll see that it changed into the scissors. Now, if I'm done with the scissors, then I press T twice in order to access the pointer tool. And it's pretty quick. Once you get used to these keyboard shortcuts, I promise you your workflow will be so much faster. So let's get into how I use the scissor tool. Normally, the quickest and easiest way to do this is I use it to just basically cut files, and you can pretty much cut anything. You find the area that you need, quickly cut it, double click that T, there you go, and then you can quickly delete it. So the next tool that we're going to look at is the glue tool. And with the glue tool, you can combine any region that you see fit, whether it be audio files or MIDI files. So let's say I want to join a few audio files. Let's go ahead and zoom in on these. Now what you can do is if I select these 3, click the letter T, go down to the glue tool and just click on the audio file. It'll ask me if I want to create one, hit create, and there you go. It actually combined all 3 of the audio files right there. Now, the next tool that I'm going to show is probably one of the most used tools that I use, and I've already used it a couple times while making this video, and I probably should have made it first. And it's actually the zoom tool. Again, if you click that letter T to access your toolbox, you'll see that the zoom tool is here under the letter Y. But personally, I like to use a different keyboard shortcut for the zoom tool. Now, what you can do is if you hold down Option on your keyboard, your mouse will turn into that little magnifying glass. Now, as you're holding down Option and you select a region, it will zoom in on that area to the exact size. And as it's zoomed in, if you hold down the Option key again and then click in an empty area, it'll zoom back out. So the next tool that I use a lot is the fade tool. I normally use the fade tool on pretty much all audio files. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Let's say I didn't want this to end so abruptly at the edge of this. All you have to do to access this, again, the letter T and then the letter A in order to access the fade. And if you highlight over the corner of an audio file, it'll help you gently fade out of that audio file without a hard cutoff. Now, the last and final tool that I definitely use a lot is the Marquee Tool. Now, the quickest way, again, to access the Marquee Tool, clicking that letter T and going down to the letter R if you choose so. But for me, I have the Marquee Tool set as my secondary tool. And the way you can change your primary and secondary tool is actually right up here. So my main tool at the moment is my pointer, and then my secondary is my marquee. And you can pretty much change it to whatever you want. In order to access that secondary tool, I would just hold down Command on my keyboard and it just shows up like a little plus sign. Now, the really cool part about the Marquee tool is that it will speed up a lot of things in your workflow. So let's go back into this audio file that we just looked at before. Now, let's say for this particular audio file, I want to delete this center part right here, but I don't want to necessarily use the scissors, right? So let's hold down the Command key, access that Marquee tool, and just select that center region, right? And then you click delete on your keyboard and it deletes it right there. Access the fade tool using the letter T and A, and I will fade the end of this clip and I'll fade the beginning of this clip. And as you can see, just by doing those keyboard shortcuts, I was really quick in editing this audio file. And because I do work with my own vocals, I use this tool a lot. Another way that I like using the Marquee tool is by selecting certain areas of the track and listening to them. So what you do is hold down that Command key, select an area that you might want to listen to, and just hit play on your keyboard. And your playhead will jump right to the area that you highlighted with your Marquee tool. And that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure, as always, slap up that subscribe. And if you didn't enjoy this video, make sure you hit that dislike button 2 times.